It's the NFL on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Los Angeles Chargers. And it's coming up next.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles.
Tonight, we've got a good AFC matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Los Angeles Chargers.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway in Southern California. Takes it at the 7. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And he is just absolutely marvelous to watch throw football. That's something I could do all day long, watch him throw routes versus air. But he's even more impressive when there are bodies on the field, and he's creating with big throws downfield.
They started on the ground with Eckler, and he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw here, Herbert. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnston. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Draw play, it's Eckler. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He finds his man, complete. It's Johnston. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
So this is what we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And now it's 2nd down.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. Despite some fast footwork, he's still wrangled down shy of the 15. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Herbert now. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Well, so much for that possession.
Yeah, I think he tried to do a little too much there, partner. He tried to keep it himself. Ended up getting buried in the backfield.
and that brings up 4th down.
Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Oh, nice move. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy is made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. More from L.A. in a moment. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for it with Hill. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Edwards. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring him 2nd and 11.
This size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Flowers. And all the way inside. inside the 15 before they drop him. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. This will be caught just inside the 10. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
To throw is Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham from 8 yards out. And the Ravens put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd down, Eckler takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago. So a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there. And they get the first down.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Herbert throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go. We got it. Play smart, baby.
The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson setting up the screen here to Edwards. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with a little gain.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson completes a Likely. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
Now is a punter, Jordan Stout. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. So possession goes over here on the punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Herbert. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 3rd and 1.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Herbert throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Herbert. Throwing the out route, and he's got Eckler. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 19. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. Done that here in the 1st quarter.
Big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. It's Eckler again. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chargers are an extra point away from drawing level.
And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with a smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score.
And that has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They go play action with Jackson. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Defense.
Till the penalty rightfully declined, they'll keep the yardage on the completion.
Still some disagreement by the defense, though, because he thought that was just good, strong coverage, and the contact's going both ways, so why is there a flag? In the end, though, doesn't matter. Still a completed pass.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 22-yard scamper. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with a touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From the 6. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he gets this one just shy of the down at the 39. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He finds his man, complete. That's Johnston.
One thing you're looking for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
From the 50, here's Herbert. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down, because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Herbert. And his throw is incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw here, Herbert. He finds his man, complete. It's Johnston, and he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3 and leaves them with 4th and 1.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. From the left hash, this from 37. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. With the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Flush to his right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Going to give this one to Edwards. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run once more with Edwards. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
Seems to me that our friend, old momentum, I think he's definitely changed teams in this game.
It's only going to grow after that sack, and now, heck, they can get the ball back here and possibly even get the lead. Here's Jordan Stout now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Davis now to return it. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Herbert on first down now. He'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 45.
And they run with Edwards off the option.
Joey Bosa in on the stop.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Edwards. And good penetration here. They'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop down at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Jackson from the shotgun. And this is going to be incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
The Ravens send their punt around now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. From their own 2, Charles, they opted to throw it instead of run it. We saw the outcome.
And I think what a lot of teams count on is defenses to stack the line of scrimmage, trying to force a safety or force a turnover there. But if you've got a good defensive front, you just allow them to play the run, and everyone else stays ready, and they were, and they picked that one off.
And the Ravens taking the field.
And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And his
issue here. Does the football make contact with the ground before he secured it? And I think some of these angles are going to give us a pretty good look.
Secured is the important part because the ball can touch the ground, but it can't be loose when it does. So that's what they're going to have to try and figure out.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. He finds his man, complete. That's Flowers. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
From the gun, it's Jackson. The quick slant caught. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On 2nd and goal, Jackson, incomplete. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Jackson gonna run.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays. Because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
They'll run for it. It's Edwards. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So that, Charles, a big decision there on 4th and goal, and it works out.
And that is an example of a coach who's confident in his team. He didn't look at it as a gamble at all. He looked at it as belief. Great starting field position. Let's go ahead and deliver. And they do.
Tucker now for the extra point.
It's good, and it's 21-10. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was polished off by the Gus Edwards touchdown run.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. L.A. set to take over again on offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And some room to work. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 63 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Herbert now. They'll find Everett there, complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains, because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is that right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. That's into the hands of Eckler. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler, 42 yards. And the Chargers are back within a score. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-17. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And Austin Eckler capped it off with the touchdown reception. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And now here come the Ravens. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Jackson, options out left. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to gain. Did it to perfection.
They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Just a pickup of 3, but that is indeed enough.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run right on the option. The quick feet by Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He's got his man. It's Andrews. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Jackson now. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Joey Bosa, his 2nd sack of the night. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will stay a 4-point game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up for great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Here's Herbert. Open man is Palmer. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. Allen's got it complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. working with a 2nd and 3. Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Johnston. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 14. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Let's go, baby. Turn it up. Let's play. Let's play now, baby. Let's play. I'm back to one, boys.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, Herbert. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within a point. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Fielded right around the 8. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome everyone to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando and the EA Sports Halftime Reports. First, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the Ravens. And their passing game has been the reason why they lead thus far. They've had great success moving the ball through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. This one taken just inside the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Raven offense defense set to start this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Play action. It's Jackson. Well, that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. And that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson can really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. Now Jackson on first down, setting up the screen here to Edwards. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. That is caught, Rashad Bateman. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 28. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Off the option, here's Edwards. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
And they've just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks. And now here's a tackle behind the line.
On 3rd down, Jackson got his man complete over the middle. It's Flowers. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 12-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Running left is Edwards. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And they run with Edwards off the option. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 44 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Play action. Now Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. To throw is Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his 2nd touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talents. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And able to get this out to the 25. Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaims center stage. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they block well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it looking to pass. His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open, just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Eckler now between the tackles. And he's got some space here. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 91 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a man to bring down all night.
Make it look easy out there. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball is coming more up. Carry is putting damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not sure up and tackle him.
8 yards the on the first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Back to Herbert. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Trying to keep the drive on. 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down.
Rated it over enough yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Once more, here's Eckler. Gets around him. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A handoff. It's Eckler. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. It's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move real well on the ground in the game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Herbert now. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that shot.
The Chargers will bring on the field. This is a 27-yard attempt here. And his kick here is good. And that'll get the lead down. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Well, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 10. And he takes this here to 25. Just a little past. They're calling 26. Baltimore not ready to go on offense. The offense running out, and they are ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
They got warned against getting complacent just because we're the last time out. But I don't think there's any out. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it back to work.
The drive starts to carry by Edwards. And he'll fight forward on the straight ahead, running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged out there, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want. And other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
They'll go option to the short side. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get, so he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against him throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
The Ravens send their punter out now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them. And boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Herbert on 3rd down now. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep in 1st downs. Keep the
The last leaves him with 2nd and a yard. The line of scrimmage. Not out there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. At 3rd and 1. Trying to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
He's got Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
For many people, that's not your standard play call in that 3rd down situation. But for so many offenses, they just want the ball in the hands of their playmakers in open space. And after he caught it, he did a nice job picking up the first down.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at 37. Draw play. It's Eckler. 2 yards on the pickup there. 2nd and 8.
Very nice productive day running the football. How about the defense knock around the entire game, and while they slow them down on that run, continue to do so because they haven't had much success throughout the ball game.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Well, that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Going to throw a 3rd down with Herbert. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
That was certainly one way to frustrate when those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no base in the football.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. A good spot. The Ravens ready to take over. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now, what we're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Eluding pressure right. And he'll take it beyond the line of scrimmage. He slides to a give up on the scramble. 2nd down.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the line share credit for the run now because he has been terrific in a dual threat role. Really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
Jackson running again. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson options out left. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
He's going to run the read option. Typically, you got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, you pull it and take it yourself outside. Stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the right. In this case, pull it and got good yardage himself.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards to the 40 and no further. The right dazzled a bit of a couple. it to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ricard going to get it on the option. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
I know this game's winding down and people are getting tired, and that's when you really want a big body guy running the football. But I have to tell you, watching him run it, I wonder why they don't use him more earlier in the game.
Yeah, those bigger guys here late in the game, you're trying to protect the lead, usually not as fumble prone either.
No, that is so true because they are taught, take care of the ball as you surge forward, and you often see them with both hands wrapped around it when they go through the line.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Edwards. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive game. Just keep that clock ticking.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a lot of yardage on the play, but it was to pick up a first down.
So from territory now, here's 1st and 10 at 46. So now the bootleg. Yeah, targeting it. And he's down shy of.
So much goes into a success. Doesn't have that clutch in there, freezing the defense just enough. Just to take it every downfield for the completion.
This drives more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come on second down. Jackson going to give it to Edwards. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
I think it's the fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a bit. Don't you?
Yeah, so let's look at that. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run once more with Edwards. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second coming up. I'm sure that's the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep the clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
They go play action now. Jackson. That's out to Hill, right side complete. He marked down at about the 26-yard line. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. The previous play, set that play up nice.
Now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, I might have thought just a little bit too hard that play selection.
So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. Tucker's kick is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
You and thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
Tucker now on a field goal set to kick away. This one taken just inside the 10. And makes the 20. These guys will set up shop to the 3-yard line. The Chargers getting set to go. And remember, despite giving up the field, this is still a they're in need of the point version. A field goal on this drive likely does do them not good. And the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll hand off here to Eckler.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Herbert. He finds his man complete. It's Johnston. That'll get him 8 that time. And now it's 3rd and 3. Here's Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
That's right. I know you. I know you.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. At issue here, does the football make contact with the ground before he secured it? And I think some of these angles are going to give us a good look.
Security is the important part, because the ball can touch the ground, but it can't be when it does. That's what they're going to have to try to figure out.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, they go to Edwards. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards. No more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's not a run to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
2nd down and 7.
Jackson now.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
And these guys are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Off the option, here's Edwards. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here. Got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Tucker with the anchor point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. 2 yards on the carry. There will be 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now it's Herbert. Now he's got it over the middle. Gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Herbert the connection to Allen for a Charger 1st down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards and chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Going back to Allen, he's got him again. And it'll be out of bounds to the 45 and 44. Allen a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You have the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Herbert to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And able to pick up the 1st across midfield to the 47. The 3rd down converted, 5 yards on the play. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock. They have the ability still there to run it on 2nd short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. It's Eckler again.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that would be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Up the middle with Eckler. And the short gain down to about 3. Credit with a 1-yard gain there. Second and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Ball at the 33, second and 9.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And a good gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, get me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got the offense moving again. Not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. Got a man, it's completed. Palmer. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert. And that keeps the drive alive.
Time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert operating for red zone. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And good yardage there on first down, because something you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
On 2nd down, Eckler able to slither by, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Here's Herbert. And this is caught. He's
Josh Palmer.
5-yard touchdown.
And the Chargers get a bit closer. So it's now 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point.
Now, coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. And it's good, so that will get them back to 1 score. So that would be 13-5 in total.
Ends with a touchdown pass to Josh Palmer.
Team on field now as they will send this one away.
This one taken just inside the 10.
And he'll take it up at 25, 26-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back on the field. Their lead down after the touchdown a moment ago. First downs must on the side as they start your 1st and 10. They'll start the option right. There's no loose yardage back to 22. It's loss of 4 on the first down. Success running the ball. So that undeniable time the defense was on to.
I think we're used to play like this. The more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier to defend it. I think you have to mess it up a little bit and show you some different looks.
First play of the time, lost 4. Now look to move it forward on top of 14. Throwing is Jackson. He finds his man. That's Flowers. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially little guys that watching here, are quicker than fast. A lot of them combine this and speed, and they catch a lot of balls as we just saw there.
They are in need of 6 yards here to move chains. On 3rd down, Jackson forced to throw. And that is incomplete.
It's been a nice day for Pat, and as a runner, one of the few mistakes he's made in this ballgame. The choice on that one goes incomplete.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it change of football here as they take over. Lead out the yards here, 1st and 10 at their own 27. They start on the ground, Eckler, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And Alford was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Line of scrimmage, the 30 set on 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer. So good for 6 yards. And a 2nd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. His throw incomplete.
Enough man that time, and end up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Slant route going to be caught by Palmer. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Offense was moving it a little bit out of the heels, but in a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gave him a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
That incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10. To the air again, Herbert. Allen's got it complete. And they'll whip this down inside the 30. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the warning. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. Touchdown! 29 yards. And the Chargers have a chance to tie things as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get
so now the Chargers are going to go for 2. Herbert going to throw. And it's caught. And we are tied here at 4. Huge conversion to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a shot.
Still plenty of time for their team to come back and put some points out. Job one was taking care of the team converting to get this thing tied.
Fielded right around the 8. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. The last series form looked disappointing, forced a punt, and now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Jackson connecting with Andrews. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be set down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. Here's Jackson. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Well, he's got it inside the 10. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham, 74 yards. And the Ravens answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Plays the long pass on play 2. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Feet right around the 8. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Herbert and the Chargers down by 7. A minute 11 to go. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. Herbert. Flushed out right. Finding Allen. And they're going to get this one across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. 14 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
A lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
He's going to dump this one down to Kelly. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a game. Charger first. Signal for the first their timeouts. As he'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert. Wide open. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Herbert to throw. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Herbert. And he is across for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with an extra point.
And while the first heavy the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is now the game.
Going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. Got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Extra point coming. And we may very well be headed to overtime. That drive spanned 5 plays. And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. From the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Raven offense set it next drive. It's obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe call is to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules reminds how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had some first team to score a win, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Couldn't settle a winner, and now the Chargers going to get the first opportunity here at OT as the kick is away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 5-yard line. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. All set up from right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Throwing again on second down. Herbert looking for Allen. He's got him on the slam. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. A little dinking and dunking that they're doing. At some point, is it appropriate to maybe take a shot?
It is if you feel good about it. But otherwise, you do what a coach told me a long time ago. Take what they give you, but make them tackle. In other words, get it to one of your guys in space. If he makes someone miss, that could turn into the big play you're looking for.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they get themselves a first down. Good turn for him under center here in overtime, now 3-3.
And this is where you have to know who you have playing quarterback. You've got a confident right now. Someone who's taking care of the ball, but not being timid as well, and is moving the team downfield and opens up your playbook and allows you to dial up some big shots if you want them.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. Working the middle. He gets complete to at the time. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Well, offensively, back-to-back really nice plays. This defense, they've got 2 timeouts. Maybe should burn one.
Yeah, when you get back-to-back explosive plays, to me, anything over 10 yards, I don't care if it's a run or a pass, I count it as an explosive play. That sets your defense on its heels. A
a timeout here would be a good idea and try and get themselves settled because we're in OT. This is big time.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. Again with a juke. Another game, 18 yards at a time.
Passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
First down, they stick with Eckler. And a short gain here, down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And I know you free carry, especially in overtime. You're just saying, if you're the ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free. Protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially. Oh, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Odafe Owe. And the Ravens are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. Boy, that's a tough one right there, CD. They fought back to tie it, to send it to overtime, had all the momentum, and then that interception.
That fighting spirit, those fighting plays that got them back into it, maybe a little too aggressive there, throwing the interception, and now they've opened the door to get beat by a field goal coming back the other way.
And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. One team squandered opportunity. It's another team's chance to win this thing. They forced that clutch turnover, and now all they need is a field goal here to win this ball game.
Could not be set up much better, could they? A takeaway on defense. Now it's up to that offense to find a way to put themselves in position for the game-winning points. Touchdown, field goal, they don't care. Just find a way to win it.
And not much to speak of. A little 1-yard gain up to 15.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over-pursuing, and making a very nice play.
Here's 2nd and 9. They run with Edwards off the option. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
You play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4. Those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
He finds his man, complete. That's Flowers.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? You got to try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And his throw here's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Jackson leaves it with Edwards on the draw. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Not a ton of room available on that, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
The Ravens send their punter out now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. This being their second opportunity in overtime, third overall drive. See if they can settle into a rhythm.
And that's what you're looking for. Get a few first downs, move the ball downfield, have some confidence, get yourself in a spot where you can at least kick a field goal to win it. But I tell you this, if I'm the play caller, I'm looking at that part of my sheet that says playmakers. Get the ball in their hands, critical situation, now's their time.
And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A huge play there in overtime. 67 yards. Great run there, but it looked like they were going to have him for the stop. He was able to push through. They didn't wrap up defensively.
No, they didn't. All credit to the runner for making it happen, breaking through some contact and going a long way. But the defensive guys, when they watch this on tape, they're not going to be real happy with themselves. They had a great opportunity that they let slip through their hands.
And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. And this home crowd is in a frenzy as their guys have pulled it out of the end. This many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Well, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some